Good morning, Mom. Good morning, classmates. From the previous discussion, which is discussed by Mertley Care Frasco about the SAMR model, S stand for substitution, A for augmentation, M for modification, and R for redefinition. Now we are going to talk about the SAMR integration and lesson plan. But first, we're going to know where the SAMR should be used. The SAMR can be used in everywhere where the learning occurs. It can be in the library, it can be in the classroom, or in the office. SAMR is used when planning a lesson, reflecting, and anytime new hardware or software is purchased for the classroom. Here I present to you the SAMR model lesson plan in Mathematics 10. This is just a sample. It is written by Jaime A. Ultra Jr. First is the objectives within the period students are expected to. Content standards demonstrate understanding of key concept of circles and coordinate geometry. Performance standards is able to formulate and find solutions to challenging situations involving circles and other related terms in different disciplines through appropriate and accurate representations. 2. Is able to formulate and solve problems involving geometric figures on the rectangular coordinates. The projector is that students will use computers and cell phones to work. The multiple intelligence is that logical, mathematical, verbal, and linguistic. Procedure is SAMR. This lesson is beneficial to students because it integrates technology into a mathematics lesson plan. Students are learning both mathematics concept and technology skills both at the same time through the use of various applications and technologies. Students may need to use applications such as this throughout the future in college education. So it is nice to start getting them familiar with the basic computer function and skills. Below is how we use SAMR to teach mathematics lesson. With this lesson, students will be working independently with their mobile phones. They will be provided a worksheet which requires them to explore the concepts of circles on their own using GeoGebra. At the end of the lesson, students will need to complete a short 3-question quiz posted on the class blog. The 3-question quiz will serve as a formative assessment for the lesson. This will show how the students perform on the quiz and address any issues that arise the next day in class. Now, in order to integrate SAMR in the mathematics lesson plan, the teacher under substitution will use application called GeoGebra app to let students enter the equation to show the graph of the circle. Instead of using a traditional material like pencil, paper, protractor, and roller, here the technology is integrated in the lesson by using GeoGebra app as a complete substitute. Then augmentation. Students will use an application called GeoGebra application, which is a technology that mixes geometry with algebra. For this lesson, students will be working with concepts from both geometry and algebra. They will be working with circles and seeing how equations can change the graph of a circle. Since this lesson incorporates a combination of geometry and algebra, GeoGebra is the ideal technology to use. Next is modification. Students screen capture the graph of the circle's equation they came up on the GeoGebra application using either laptop or cell phone and use them to create a screencast or video about their learning to share with others. SAMR Redefinition. In redefinition, each student will create a vlog to which they will upload his or her outputs so that others can comment, share, and compare regarding the individual outputs uploaded. Here is another sample of lesson plan in which SAMR is integrated. In English lesson plan under substitution, the teacher let the students write persuasive speech in Google Documents and will create slideshows in Google presentations. In augmentation, the teacher let the students share their work with teammates for pair editing and revision. In modification, instead of giving speech in class, the students will record themselves and share the video with the teacher through Google presentation. In redefinition, the teacher will share students' videos with the class on Google presentations, student critics using Google Documents, and share to respective students. In order for us to be familiar of the SAMR model integration in the lesson plan, here I present to you some of the applications that we use both teacher and students in the classroom. In substitution, we substitute paper calendar into an app, My Calendar Free. We also use penultimate instead of paper notebook. We can also use Pick Stitch instead of photo collage. Outliner for iPad, that's the same as paper outline. My List or paper list, and also Merriam-Webster Dictionary, same as print dictionary. Under augmentation, we have audiobooks, Sonic Pix, Evernote, and Doodle Buddy. In modification, the app Google Earth will change how students see geography. Google Drive will allow student sharing and adding real-time comments. Notability, annotating research notes, share with others, and also App Lino, creating a corkboard with photos, links, and videos. In redefinition, Puppet, Pats, Totastic, and Sock Puppets will redefine students' writing. iMovie, Show Me, and VoiceRead will redefine students' presentations. That's all. The next reporter will be Jinemy Ramirez, and thank you for listening.